Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on the Cycling Dane Extra channel, or if you're listening on the Cycling Dane podcast available on Spotify. After two brutal mountain stages in the Vuelta a España since the rest day, the Vuelta a España 2025 takes a sharp turn on stage 18 with a 27.2 kilometer individual time trial around Valladolid. It's a course that is flat, fast and almost entirely about raw power, with the exception of a sharp little climb 6 kilometers in a 700 meter ramp at 5.6%. Once that's behind them, it's a drag race all the way to the finish. This exact route is a throwback to 2023, where Filippo Ganna put on a masterclass. The Italian covered the course in 27 minutes and 39 seconds, finishing 16 seconds clear of Remco Evenepoel. Expect similar names to be at the top and the current crop of time trial specialists to circle this stage as one of their big opportunities. The riders launch off the ramp at the Puerto Mayor, the historic bridge over the Pisuerga River. From there, the course twists through the streets of Valladolid with plenty of sharp turns early on. The riders will in fact have 5 early twists before they have a very long right-hand bend, and then they will have a 180-degree turn before getting on some of the bigger roads around the Giron area. The riders will also be heading past the Stadium Jose Zorrilla, the home of Real Valladolid, the football club, and into the Paxol suburb. After crossing the Pisuerga once more, after a number of twists and turns that they have to deal with, plenty of opportunity for riders to get caught out. Once they cross the river again, they will have a right-hand bend and then a very long straight for the riders. The roads open more straight and wide towards the Pina de Antequera. This section is pure individual time trial territory, flat, fast, hardly any corners. It's where the specialists can lock themselves into an aero position, push a monster gear and keep it turning all the way back into the city. The riders, once they come as far as they will southward, they will have around a 110-degree turn and then a very slow bend until they robot turn almost on the exact same roads all the way back to the city, and this is where they will have the finish. The finish comes on the ground of the Paseo Zorrilla, right beside the leafy expanse of Campo Grande Park. It's a stage that may not look dramatic on paper, but make no mistake, it could be one of the most decisive days of this Vuelta a España. For the GC climbers, it's all about damage control. For the riders like Jonas Vingegaard or Almeida, this could be where they take minutes back potentially on each other or turn the red jersey battle on its head. Valladolid also carries a deep connection with the races past. On the 19th of April 1935, the very first stage of the inaugural Vuelta a España ended in Valladolid. Belgian rider Anton de Gnef claimed victory and became the race's very first leader. Nearly 90 years later, Valladolid still shapes the destiny of the Vuelta a España. Stage 18 is more than just a race against the clock. It's a test of power, pacing and recovery, coming right after the mountains and just before the final showdown in the High Sierra. It could be the day the Vuelta is potentially changed. Not won or lost, but definitely a dent can be made here. Before we get to the favorites, we might as well hear what Patrick had to say about this stage.
Stage 18, we have the only individual time trial of the race from around Valladolid. This is 26 kilometers long. It's not that difficult. There is one climb in there. It's 700 meters long. It's 6% pretty much. And yeah, that's probably going to open some gaps in GC, but I think a lot of the big favorites for GC here have got quite good time trials, so I don't think there'll be huge differences there.
Obviously, when we think about time trials, there is one man on this start list that comes to mind, and that is Filippo Ganna, who has claimed victory in the Vuelta a España before in the same city as we said. Can he maybe double up here in Valladolid? That would be absolutely remarkable. Last time he beat Remco Evenepoel, Primož Roglic and even Joao Almeida, who finished in a strong 4th place here. And Vingegaard was also in this time trial in 2019. 2023 and lost 1 minute and 17 seconds. So we can also have a bit of a picture there between the two. If that is the same gap we have this time around, obviously it's a very different set of riders now, but that would be a 27-second swing to Joao Almeida if he could pull this off. I'm not sure if he will. Is he in this time trialing form as well? Obviously UAE Team Emirates, they won the team time trial, and when we were in Cannes in the Tour de France, if we're going to try and extrapolate from that, Almeida did manage to finish in 8th place on that day on stage 5 of the Tour de France, 1 minute and 14 seconds down on Remco Evenepoel. Meanwhile, Jonas Vingegaard losing a further 7 seconds. It's not much to draw on, but there is a bit of a positive result favoring Joao Almeida to potentially take time out of Jonas Vingegaard, and with the margins being so slim, yeah, I think it could maybe be the Portuguese trying to get as much out of this as possible. There are a lot of other good time trialists in the race as well. As we know, Jay Vine can do a very good time trial on his day. And we have many of the GC riders who will be absolutely worried about this stage as well. I'm looking at you, Ciccone. I'm looking at you, Bernal. I'm looking at you, Jide Hindley as well. So there's plenty of riders who might be a bit worried about this. We've got Bruno Amarayan there. We've got Antonio Tiberi as well. Tom Pidcock is no slouch when it comes to a time trial, former junior world champion, which many people forget. Remy Cabana can do a good time trial as well if he's been resting up in the mountains. But we also have Alex Zegart, who would look to put on a good time as well. So there's really a lot of time trialists that might be marking this in the book, but I think it is going to be the man Filippo Ganna who's going to maybe take this. We could even see Magnus Sheffield being quite close there as well. So many strong riders who could potentially do it. And let's not forget Mateo Sobrero is also in the race as well. So what I'm saying is it's quite an open scene for someone to do something here, and who's it going to be? Who knows? But I don't think we're going to see Jonas Vingegaard winning this stage, unfortunately.
Were those Visma riders needed around Vingegaard today? Okay, yes, you could say the word they were needed for the water because it looked like a really hot day, but I think Visma are missing chances to get stage wins by providing this bubble wrap around Jonas with all these riders. I think that they've got people here who could go into breakaways and are being sort of unnecessarily kept in the peloton when they probably could have fought Soler for a stage win today, or in the upcoming stages they could fight for those, but they might not want to risk taking some support away from Vingegaard. And I think that is what is the real telltale sign that they're not wanting to risk anything. Like, they know this Vuelta is a little bit on the knife edge, and any rider being away from Vingegaard is going to get, that's going to get just utilised by UAE Team Emirates to crack Vingegaard. But I think Visma are not in the cushy position they want to be.
Anyways, with that, that's basically it for this video. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and why not check out the video which we did on the Cycling Dane channel about Geraint Thomas and how good he actually was. Never won the Vuelta or a stage, but he won a lot of other things, that's for sure. Anyways, with that, that's basically it for this video, and I will see you tomorrow.